Return to our youth forum, the new Bandidos on DZRJ 810 AM.
Good morning again. This is Javier Padilla, and you're listening to the new Bandidos. Good morning, everyone. We have students here from PUP and, of course, the Yes Pinoy Foundation. So now let's talk about something that's very interesting, and the youth are really interested as well: freedom of information. We know we've been waiting for the government to pass this bill, but it doesn't seem to pass. First, let's talk. What do you think is freedom of information? What do you want that bill to contain?
Good morning everyone. This is AJ Pacheco from PUP. Yung naiisip ko lang about freedom of information bill is obviously malaman ng public yung information na nilalaman ng government. And I think it is very in favor sa majority ng mga citizens ng Filipinos because obviously I don't want to i-classify lahat na judgmental kasi halimbawa ang isang politician may ginawang project or something and hindi nila nagustuhan, agad-agad sabihin nila ay korupto, ay ganyan. So I think ito yung purpose ng bill na to, na malaman yung purpose and yung mga information about sa ginagawa. And I think
so more of like transparency.
Yes, transparency.
Like when we procure things, when we buy things, yung processes, ganyan.
Yes, and I think right naman yun ng bawat citizen ng Filipinos.
Anyone else? Yes.
Para sa akin po yung Freedom of Information Bill, yun nga yung desire for more transparency and accountability, which is yung mga transaksyon sa gobyerno magiging bukas sa mamamayan. Yung kumbaga, meron po tayong karapatan na malaman kung saan napupunta yung kaban ng bayan, kung saan napupunta yung mga buwis na nanggagaling sa mga empleyado. Kasi di ba po, syempre, pinagpaguran po yung mga magulang natin, ng mga manggagawa. Kaya hindi naman po pwedeng basta-basta na lang na mawala yun ang hindi natin alam kung ano po yung nangyayari talaga sa mga perang yan.
Okay, so we want more information, basically, and we want access, and we want it to be transparent. Why do you think hindi siya gumagalaw sa Congress and Senate natin?
Well, I think they are afraid na malaman ng publiko, na ma-educate yung publiko of what they are really doing with everything, with every resources that they have. Kasi I think for the government, it is, yung bawat move kasi nila is very critical, and lalo na pag itong bill na to napasa, every move they make, the public will be able to be educated and be able to know of whether the government is doing right or the government is doing wrong. Kasi I think this is really important kasi for the public to be able to make a move, they first need to know what they are against for. Kumbaga kasi kaya ngayon walang umaklas or walang nagsa-stand up for what is right kasi hindi naman talaga nila alam kung ano yung nangyayari. So I think this bill is really important.
Okay.
Another is that the Freedom of Information Bill, diba, it mandates to access the public documents na na nasa gobyerno. So, dito po, ang question ng mga tao is that nag-approve na ang executive, pati ang Senate, nagpasa na rin sila ng version nila of the said FOI bill. Bakit, ang tanong is, bakit ayaw ipasa ng House of Representatives? Bakit ang tagal? Unlike the K-12 na hindi pa prepared ang Philippine government for that or the schools, pero naipasa na. Pero ito yung kailangan ng tao. Ito yung matagal nang inaasam ng tao. Imagine since 1992, may mga bills na i-propose for freedom of information. Pero hanggang ngayon, wala pang naipapasa. So, I think, ayaw nilang ipasa because walang gustong masira sa paningin. Walang politikong gustong masira sa paningin ng masa. Kaya nga ang sabi ni Pinoy, baka may pagkakataon na, pero sasabihin nila, habang nagme-meeting, for example, yung mga politicians, ay, hindi ko to sasabihin kasi recorded to. So, parang magiging aware sila. Ang mangyayari, ang magiging tendency kapag na-aprobahan ng FOI is medyo balat kayo ka na kapag may mga meetings kasi alam mo that people or the public can access it.
So, good thing ba yun or bad thing?
Ang alin po?
Yung you'll keep your opinion to yourself, hindi ka na mag-express kasi alam mo na mga tao will eventually read it, have access to it.
I think, sir, hindi. Kasi kung if you have the integrity and compassion to serve the people, wala kang tinatago sa sarili mo, you're not corrupting, you're not stealing, then bakit ka matatakot, 'di ba? Yun yung tanong yun ang sinasabi ng mga tao. Kung wala silang tinatago, kung hindi sila natatakot na ma-access yung mga documents nila, why not pass it? 'Di ba? Parang now is the time. Ngayon nangingialam ang mga tao.
So in other words, maraming politician ngayon may tinatago.
May tinatago po, sir.
Good morning. We have Congressman Erin Tañada on the line. Congressman, good morning.
Morning, Pia, and all the Radio Bandidos listening out there.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. Yes, we have a lot of questions on the FOI. And
Yeah, we just heard from our students, Kong Tanyada, and they're saying that baka the reason why the FOI bill hasn't been passed is maraming tinatago yung mga current politicians natin. Do you agree with that?
Well, it may be true because the FOI has been pending. No, it has been refiled since 1988. The first person to file a case on file a bill on the FOI was then Congressman Raul Roco, and since then it has never been passed by both chambers of Congress. Now, the time that it did, the closest it ever got, was during the 14th Congress. That was the term during 2007 up to 2010. It reached the stage of being approved by both chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate, and then they had the bicameral conference committee report, which needed to be ratified by both chambers again. The Senate ratified their version. The House failed to ratify the bicameral conference committee report. So we had to start all over again in 2010 up to 2013. But it did pass, and then 2013 refiled again and did pass up to date.
So Kong, we hear about a lot of versions, a watered down version of the FOI bill. What exactly should it contain?
Well, it's very hard you have to define what watered down is. Because if you go for the ideal, all information should be accessible, which cannot be. We all know for a fact that national security matters cannot be accessed by any ordinary citizen. So if you do not allow national security matters, is that considered already watered down? So it has to be defined, no? So the decisions of the Supreme Court gave us already some sort of a guide on what are supposed to be not allowed. For example, national security. Number two, trade secrets of private companies should of course not be accessible. Up to now, of course, bank secrecy, no, that's covered by a law. There's a big debate whether that should be lifted or not. And you can see even in the business sector, there seems to be a resistance on the lifting of the bank secrecy law. So I don't know how that would play with the whole population here, no. So there are certain provisions, let's say like the executive privilege, no, which President Aquino mentioned before, which we feel is fair while the policy has not been made. But once the policy has been made, the discussions with regard to how the decision was made should be released to the public. So these are one of a few of the exceptions that I can recall with regard to the FOI, because we don't know now what, well, first of all, the Senate passed their version. The House, I doubt, will pass their version. So it will again have to be refiled in the next Congress, 2016 up to 2019.
Okay, next question, please.
Good morning, sir. As I've researched about the Freedom of Information Bill, it is stated there that every Filipino citizen can access the information.
Yes,
But um, there are also exemptions, right? But
yes.
is there an age limit? Like, if I am an 17-year-old, I'm not yet legal to the society, can I ask certain questions like the other people can ask, like the old adults?
Yes, you can, because there's no age requirement. No,
Oh,
you will just
okay.
have to state the purpose for the information that you are requesting. For example, if you're going to be using it for school, for a report, then I don't see any reason why the information should not be released.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, I'm Zion po pala from PUP.
Go
Hello,
ahead.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I just want to ask kasi as far as I know, everything that is in excess may be dangerous. So, ano po ba sa tingin niyo po ba this bill could be abused by the public then? If ever kasi
Well, this is the reason why there are exceptions to the law. Not all information is accessible. So that's why it goes information. The government recognizes the right to information except in the following cases. So there is a enumeration on what information people cannot access. So I believe that with the exceptions, there will be no abuse.
yes. And sir, alam naman natin na one of the main people na that uses this right is also the media. And sir, without this bill currently in the current situation of the media, without this bill po, ano po ba yung is it true that they are finding it hard to gather information for their reports and their documentaries?
No. Well, that's the argument that some people are saying that this is only for media. I don't believe so. Media will always have the resources. Their sources. Excuse me. They will also have their whistleblowers. No.
Yes, sir.
That's why we have these scandals coming out left and right, and we don't even need the freedom of information to cover media. This is more for the people, because remember, if the people have information, then they're able to decide correctly on what to do.
Actually. Thank you,
So
sir.
you have informed choice.
Please, sir.
So I don't see that this piece of legislation will benefit media. In real, media doesn't need it. They have their sources. They can do their own research, and they will be able to come out with their exposés left and right.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you,
sir, another question. I'm Eunice. Sir,
Yes.
if sinabi niyo nga po, sir, that is given, that FOI is very essential for the people, for the public, then, sir, what do you think is the reason why the president couldn't certify it as urgent? Kasi, sir, may issue dun, di ba, that he could not certify the FOI as urgent. I think, pwede niya yung gawin, sir, right?
Well, ganito, no? I don't like to believe, and I wouldn't like to believe that the House or the Senate just does its work just because the president says so. No, it has to. If the Senate can approve, no, and pass FOI without even the president saying anything, the House should do the same. No, I feel that it needs just people to stand up and champion it. Now, if somebody stands on the way saying that they don't like the bill to be passed, then expose the person. No, because it's clear that when they took their oath of office as a congressman, they swore to uphold the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. And where do we find the right to information? It is in the Constitution. Now, if there's somebody who is openly or who doesn't want to even act on it, then expose them. That's what happened to Congressman Ben Everdone in the 15th Congress. He looked funny when he was always giving excuses that there was no room to hold the committee hearing, and people were just making him the butt of jokes, no? So kailangan lang may tumayo, no? Kailangan talaga may mag-champion. So kung yung taong yan alam that there are risks involved in standing up, na pwede kang pagalitan ng leadership ng House o ano, yun yung kailangan timbangan. Pero kung matapang ka at naniniwala ka sa pinaglalaban mo, maski anong gawin ng mga tao sa taas, di face the consequences na lang.
Yes, any other questions?
Sir, this is Pauline Rocha from PUP. Sir, 27 years na pong nakalipas since nung final po yung Freedom of Information Law. Bakit po sir, ano po sir sa tingin niyo yung pinakadahilan kung bakit hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin po ipinapasa sa Congress yung law?
Ayaw aktuhan ng mga congressman. No, it is not within their priority because syempre kapag merong freedom of information, di lalabas kung ano yung dapat tamang ginagawa at hindi na may tatago yung maling ginagawa. So why get a stone and hit it on your head? So ang importante nga dito is to gather and consolidate the congressmen who are really fighting for FOI and talagang suportahan sila. No, kayong mga kabataan ngayon, kayo boboto sa darating na halalan, boboto kayo sa mga congressman. Alam naman natin ang problema hindi naman sa Senado, sa House. So make sure that the congressmen that you vote for will not only play lip service and say that they support FOI, but they will do something to make sure that it passes.
Okay, anybody else? Yes, go ahead.
Good morning po. I'm Julian
Yes,
Jose po
good
from PUP. Kasi po nalaman ko po na meron po palang process po sa pag-access ng mga informations. When it comes to the process of grant and payment po, bakit po kaya sa pag-access po ng mga informations may bayad kung tayo naman po, karapatan naman po nating malaman yung mga informations. Nakadepende po kaya yung bayad po sa kung gaano po kataas yung rango nung tinatanong mo or ganun.
Hindi. Intindihin natin. Kung sasabihin ho ninyo na hingi kayo ng information, kung printed copy yan, sino gagastos ng papel? Siyempre, may administrative cost. Kailangan bayarin yung papel. No, understandable naman yan. Ngayon, ang isa sa mga sinasabi nga namin dyan, dapat may option na soft copy or hard copy. Yung soft copy, hindi lang naman pwedeng yan. May konting administrative cost, maybe man hours or etc. Or for the upkeep of the machines where the information is being held. So it will not be an expensive amount, but it will be a reasonable amount, and people will of course understand na syempre in-store mo yung information maybe sa computer. Yung computer pwedeng masira, kailangan may konting pang-maintenance man lang sa computer na in-store yung mga dokumento. Or kung mag-hard copy ka, syempre gastos yung papel. Siyempre, babayaran mo siyempre yung papel na gagamitin para i-print yung information na yun. So, these are administrative small costs which I think are reasonable.
Thank you so much. Any other questions, guys? Yes.
Hello, sir. This is Alexandra Morales from PUP.
Yes.
I would just like to ask, kasi in connection po din sa sinabi nyo kanina, you said this law to be passed kapag nga naaprubahan is for the people. Now, yung access ng people kasi, or naming mga tao, mamamayan, is mahirap kung yung internet access, kumbaga, is mabagal din. Like you said, kung paano makaka-connect doon, it's either from, as what I've researched, pwedeng by printed material or through the internet. So now kasi, dahil mamamayan nga po yung mag-a-access doon, paano po namin siya ma-access na maayos kung yung internet po is mabagal? So meron po bang mga gagawing resolutions?
Well, unang-una, hindi na sakot ng ikaw yan. Sakot ng ibang ahensya na yan. Now, if it's a question of mabagal, ang importante, nakukuha ninyo maski mabagal. Ngayon, yung issue na mabagal, separate issue yan, kailangan yung National Telecommunications Commission mismo ang ang maging proactive, natutulog sa pansitan yung NTC. Hindi nila talagang ginagawa yung trabaho nila para ensure protektahan ang interest ng ating mga mamamayan. So the NTC should be held accountable. They should make sure that the telcos, no, are giving the right information kasi they just they made their test, no, I think a week ago, and based on the ads that say that providers are saying they give you 3 Mbps per second or whatever. So they did the test with to the different telcos. Isa na ang pumasa, yung PLDT, no? Yung sinabi yung 3, higit pa sa 3, while the others were all below 3. So, ang tanong ngayon, no, may ngipin ba ang NTC para pilitin yung mga telcos na kampanan nila yung sinasabi nila na kung 3 yan, dapat 3. Ngayon, kung wala, dapat may kapangyarihan, dapat ang gawin ng NTC, ito yung mga telcos na hindi sumusunod sa sinasabi nila. Shame game na lang. Kung wala naman kapangyarihan na parusahan yung mga telcos, shame game na lang ng gawin na lang ng NTC. So, this is one way now. Wala tayong batas ngayon na nagsasabi na dapat ang speed ng internet ay ganito. I think that is dependent already on the players. Market play na yan. No? We will have to leave the different telcos to compete among each other. Now, if there's a cartel among telcos, then buwagin natin yung cartel na yan. Pero hamunin natin yung mga telcos. Kung talagang gusto nila na tayo ay maging kliyente nila, tayo bibili ng produkto nila, dapat pagpagandahin nila yung service nila at yung quality of service.
Right, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Any other questions? Just one more. Yes, go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Tanada. I'm Ana Loreto from PUP. Base po dun sa research ko na nang ma-interview po kayo kamakailan, nagpahiwatig daw po kayo na may pag-asang mapasa yung FOI bill. So, totoo po bang maipapasa ang FOI bill next year? Kasi mataas po yung percent na may gustong maipasa tong bill na to para malaman nga po yung information sa government.
Well, depende kung anong petsa yung nabasa mo, no? Of course, ako'y siyempre nagsalita ng gano'n at ako'y hindi naman nawawalan ng pag-asa dahil matagal ko nang pinaglalaban ito since my first term in Congress in 2004. Natapos lang ng 9 years ko dahil may term limits. I ended in 2013. So if I get an opportunity to go back to Congress, I will continue to fight for FOI. Ngayon, for this remaining 8 months of the Aquino administration, I feel that the window is slowly closing. The door is about to be locked soon because wala nang panahon eh. Ang i-discuss ngayon sa Kongreso ay budget and then after budget, BBL. Tapos maliban pa dyan, ang problema ng mga congressmen at lumalabas, namin naman po ito ni Speaker, wala nang congressman ang pumapasok sa Kongreso ngayon dahil malapit ng campaign period. So, look at the type of congressmen that we elect in office. They're not doing their jobs, no? So I feel that FOI at this point, no, may not pass during the term of President Aquino.
Okay, thank you so much, Congressman Aaron Tanyada. See you soon.
Okay.
Thank you for being with us at the New Bandidos.
And the students from PUP, they can catch me if they're only the morning. They can watch Good Morning Kuya. I'm always there. UNC 37 and the Signal 92 Sky Cable 15.
Okay, thank you so much, Congressman. See you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was Congressman Aaron Tanyada on the FOI. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back here in the New Bandidos show. Stay tuned.